clean, customized comedy show. Do what hundreds of companies and associations throughout the country have done. Hire comedian Jan McInnis. Jan connects with her audience by sharing her experiences working in the corporate world. And Jan also hits a nerve with her jokes on family and day-to-day stuff.
Now that my sister has kids, the only gifts she gives me are pictures of them. Yeah, I don't have any kids, so I sent her a picture of me sleeping in on Saturday. Kids are expensive for us aunts and uncles, aren't they, huh? Yeah, man, we gotta buy them gifts. I found a way to get revenge. I now only buy accessories to stuff they don't have. That's right, every one of my gifts cost my sister $300. I can't wait until Christmas. My niece is gonna love her new saddle. Last company I worked for was into all those employee motivational things. If you don't know what it is, I'm good at it. I've done it. Team building means employee empowerment and ownership. Yeah, so I took the copier. I never owned one of these, man. I was a manager there, man. I hated being in charge of people, you know, because they're all calling in with excuses you want to use, right? When you manage people, too, you learn a lot of stuff, don't you? Like most relatives die on a Friday. I finally got rid of her. She called in. She quit on voicemail. Yeah, so I faxed her severance check. I was going to mail her a copy. We didn't have a copier. Oh, so this is nice. Survey says 45% of us think it's okay to take office supplies. You think it's okay to take a Post-it note or two? No, of course your boss is sitting right next to you. Oh, I'd never think of doing that. Right there in the front row. Yeah. I'm the boss and we're not going to let them have the pens. No. Yeah, this is true. Employers say they lose most of their office supplies. This is true. Back to school week. Yeah, that's nice. You're sending the kids off to school to learn how to be good citizens with stolen Post-it notes. And employers complain too, man. They say they can't find good employees because this is true. 72% of us lie on our resume. Yeah, okay, we'll quit lying on our resume when they quit lying on the job description. I thought the benefits of my last job were good. They said we got 20 days off a year. They meant 10 weekends. I just read that there are less women in the workforce than men. I think that's because we women warn each other, right, ladies? Yeah, once a year we have that take your daughter to work day. Yeah, show them what happens when you don't marry rich. Kids are so honest, I'd be afraid of what my daughter would say. Mommy, that looks just like our copier. Shut up and grab some toner. I got a cat now. I've had my cat for 17 years. Yeah, I love my cat, but that's a long time, man. How long do they live? And of course, the other day I caught her staring at me, thinking the same thing. Oh, man. People treat their pets like people, don't they? I saw a TV show. A woman had a dog with obsessive-compulsive disorder. I'm not making this up, folks. The dog had a stick, and he'd run around the backyard, and he'd bury it, unbury it, bury it, unbury it, all day long with a stick. Yeah, she finally put the dog on Prozac. Yeah, $75 a month. I'd throw away the stick. Just a thought. I like you people. You're getting this stuff, huh? Oh, my goodness. I don't want to pass on my genes. I think that's it with the kids. The most prominent feature about my family, we all have big feet. You guys can see my shoe size. That is a 12 AAA. Thanks for making me feel good up there, yeah. I'm okay with it now, but it was embarrassing in first grade. One day our class went on a nature hike. The park rangers came across my footprints, closed the park, spent the weekend tracking me. Those tranquilizer darts hurt. Oh, my goodness. So, speaking of kids, I went to my class reunion recently. I was on the committee. I was in charge of the invitations, so there weren't any cheerleaders there this year. Oh, so this was fun, though. I get to travel all around. I get to check out your town for a few minutes today. That's a nice town, man. Yeah, you do. Give yourselves a round of applause. It's a great town you got here. I walked into this one store. I got attacked by your makeup lady. She asked what kind of makeup remover I used. I said, the pillow. You say stuff like that, they just scatter. Of course, they'll give you a free makeover. They can't do product testing on animals anymore. They say if you want to meet someone, you got to take up a hobby you enjoy, right? I like to ski. My friends want me to try something called heli skiing. You heard of this one? It's where they take you to the top of a mountain in a helicopter, drop you off, and you ski down. No trails. You could die in an avalanche. My friend said, don't worry, there are dogs specially trained to sniff people out buried in the snow. So I'll be the only person skiing with a T-bone strapped to my head. No offense, but I don't want to be found first.
In addition, Jan customizes the show to make it memorable.
So I love my job because I get to travel around the country, meet all sorts of different groups, and sit in on their sessions and learn about what they're all about. I've done shows for like every different type of company you can imagine. I just did a show for Geico, the insurance company. Yeah, that didn't go so well. I'm standing backstage waiting to go on. I squashed this lizard. Turns out that was their opening speaker. I know their president, he was all mad at me. He comes up, he's like, Jan, you killed our mascot. I'm like, yeah, but I got some good news. Don't say that to them. They didn't like it at all. I did a show for a women's group. In the morning, they had a program on how to stop trying to change your man. I'm not making this up. In the afternoon, they had a shooting clinic. Talk about your plan B. I did a show for a hospital. They were raising money for their children's rooftop play deck. Thank you. I'm like, I don't really like kids either, but that's kind of cruel. They said they were Massachusetts' largest trauma center. I'm like, no, duh. That the others don't have a rooftop play deck.
Jan can do a hilarious customized comedy wrap-up for your event by sitting through one day of sessions or the whole convention and recapping what your group has learned.
By the way, this morning they gave you a CD. They said it has all the sessions that you're going to sit in today. How many of y'all thought like me, hey, it's 8:35, I can go home. I can watch this in my pajamas, huh? We learned some stuff today too, didn't we, huh? We learned the company made $9 billion last year. Yeah, forget those mouse pads. They had to put some jewelry in those packets. What else did we learn? We learned don't use a HUD-1 unless you have to, right? 2 of your employees got you guys fined like $5 million, huh? That's some power, isn't it, huh? You remember that next time someone's giving you grief in the office, huh? Hey, back off, Jack. I got a HUD-1 form. I know how to use it. I'll fill out line 201. We're all going to prison. That was 2 employees in Houston. I can't wait to hear how that story changes when we get to Houston next week. And we all learned this morning that nobody really knows when the settlement date is, huh? I think y'all should just put in your birth date. Wouldn't it be funny? Every one of her transactions closes on June 15th.
The reviews are in, and they're great. Jan's funny and unique act touches on universal topics that everyone, both men and women, across all age groups can relate to. We especially liked how you tailored the show to our group, and that none of the jokes were offensive. Everyone thought that you were hilarious. Thanks for helping us to kick off our company retreat on such a fantastic note this year. I can't believe you even had our principals in stitches. I've never had so many compliments in our retreat. I will recommend you to everyone I know. You amazed us with your ability to incorporate your interactions with our group into your act. That made it very unique and personalized. It was a privilege to have such enjoyable entertainment by such a personable, funny woman. Not only was Jan hilarious, but she took the time to research our company, and we felt like she really knew who we were and what would make us laugh. When the comment cards came back, she was a 10 out of 10. Bravo, Jan. So the next time you need a keynote entertainer to kick off your convention, a humor pick-me-up during your awards banquet, a comedy wrap-up of your convention sessions, or an after-dinner customized comedy show, choose comedian Jan McInnis.
You were great. It gives you a lot of credit to come out there and think of stuff to talk about and not use foul language. I mean, that says a lot.
That was really good.
You were very funny. We enjoyed it very much.
We're hilarious. Because you know what? I don't laugh at most of the comedians on the TV because they're not funny. But you were hilarious.
It was enjoyable.
You had me rolling back there. You really did. You were fantastic.
Hey, thanks a lot, you guys. Good night.